What it do, everybody? It's your boy LOG from Where There's Smoke Gaming. Just did a stream on the other channel with Mr. Joe Games, kind of talking about, politics and the usual. I've been doing Pokemon. Hold on. I have been doing Pokemon Generation 2, mainly Pokemon Crystal Nuzlocke. I think this would be my fourth or fifth attempt right here. Um, and I was gonna do it all in a pre-recorded video and then just put out the footage later, but I figured, oh, might as well live stream some of it along the way. So I'm just now starting another run from the very beginning. I just recently lost. I lost two. I had four team members. I lost two of them against Claire, and then I kind of regrouped with like a third team member and faced the Elite Four, and I made it to Karen, and I lost. So I did okay. That was the farthest I had made it so far. Hold on, let me see something. Let's see how my camera looks as far as I know I don't have the light as bright as normal, so y'all probably can't see me quite as good as normal, but I'm trying to just be a little more chill. Um, but I'm just talking about my camera overlapping with the game. I guess it's looking pretty good right there. Let's move it a little away, just slightly. See how that looks. Okay. If y'all watch the other stream or whatever, I was just telling Joey on the other stream that it just gets kind of monotonous and more like a complicated puzzle at some point in these Nuzlocks rather than just feeling like you're playing Pokemon, but I guess that is what it is. Maybe I'll alter the rules at some point to make it easier, but I feel like at some point I should just get better for the challenge, um, rather than making it easier for me. But it's like if I feel like I'm if it like I was saying, I did a good job of explaining it to Joey, but I feel like if it's not enjoyable for me to play and not as good content, why shouldn't I just make the rules easier for both of those things to be accomplished? Even though I do want to be able to say, hey, I did this hard quote unquote hardcore Nuzlocke the way everyone else does it, you know, it would be nice to just do maybe not a hardcore Nuzlocke, is I think staying pretty true to the no catch one Pokemon per route, the first one you see. If they faint, they die, and no in item battles, or in no in battle items rather. Um, so I think a regular Nuzlocke, because the original thing was you can only catch the first Pokemon, nickname them, and if they faint, they die. And then people kind of said the nickname thing you don't really need, but let's replace that with no in battle items, and they kind of threw in like only using set mode as a rule, and that became more or less the hardcore thing. First encounter, faint, they die. No in item battles. Why do I keep saying that wrong? No in battle items, and then set mode. Those became the four for like hardcore Nuzlocke. So that'd be fun to just do one that's a little less, um, hard body. But anyway, let's get started. It is pretty late actually. 30. Berries are big in this game. In the first half, like basically up to Morty, just regular good old berries are big. And after that, whatever two berries help with sleep and confusion. No, not confusion. Sleep or paralysis. Confusion's okay, but sleep and paralysis, those kind of berries are huge. And I'll be looking to kind of take notes on where those are and farm those for Claire and the Elite Four. pull up the club with a personal Escalade, banging on dubs. This is why I stay a player maker. This stuff is so boring. This stream is not gonna be that much good stuff. Sorry, guys. I might hit the speed up button, honestly. It actually is Sunday. Banging on doors. This is why I stay a player maker. The big obstacle that I ran into at the end of the last game was Claire's Kingdra, because it doesn't have anything that's super effective against it, and then you can't be over leveled. You can't be over the level that it is, which I think is 40, 41. Let's turbo through some of this. So I just need to get more Pokemon up to that level so that I have more of a team rather than relying on 3 or 4. Totodile. The name. Let's ride. This is why I stay a player maker. I'm reclining when I pull up at the club with a big old Escalade. The level cap for the first gym in this game is so lame. It's level 9. You really gotta just pick and choose your battles. Literally. This is why I stay a player maker. I'm reclining when I pull up at the club with a big old Escalade, banging on doves. They did make some of the items better, or the like compartment space of the bag better by separating the balls and key items in different pockets. But towards the mid to end game, I still found myself like having a lot of different PP restoring items, a lot of healing items that were filling up my bag to where I had to skip items and go back and sell stuff, and it was just like running out of item space in your bag should not be something you have to really worry about. I mean, but sad enough, it was an even bigger problem in Gen 1. Okay. Oh, by the way, I play my Nuzlocke to where my route encounter, like none of this counts as my first encounter for this route until I get Pokeballs. So I think that's pretty much the Nuzlocke standard. Go. This is why I stay a player, mate thug. Oof. Ooh. Okay, there's the berry that I come holding. You see how clutch that is? Nice. Okay. What does this guy do? Okay. Berry here. If you want to complete like the Moo farm thing, there's a guaranteed berry, just straight up normal berry right here to the place we're gonna go right after this. Ugh. It's basically a tree right by the house to the route right outside of the next town. And then there's one like right by the Moo farm. Like I said, if you're looking to complete the Moo sick cow thing, wow. That was sick. Trying not to hit the speed up button, but I really want to. That little thing right there, where when you go into a route or a town, it tells you what it is. That is so simple, but such a huge, great addition from Jin. Actually didn't have it in silver and gold. They added it between that and silver, and that's such a huge. It's a small thing, but when you're trying to learn what routes are what and really learn the game and learn Pokemon, that's so helpful. And especially when you're Nuzlocking, for someone like me, it makes it super helpful to know what my encounters are, which route is which, and know okay, this is the city, this is the route, etc., and stuff like that. So super helpful. I am gonna use the speed up button to get our map real quick. All right, we're gonna leave the speed on to try to just get up to Mr. Pokemon and get this part of the game over with. Again, this does not count as an encounter for this route. Don't have any balls yet. That bubble from this Poliwag, I didn't know that he knew a water move. I assumed that he knew like tackle or pound or something. That killed my Geodude one time when I'd cut a Geodude, and I thought, oh, this Poliwag probably just knows pound because usually early on, like my starter does not learn a water move until level like 12 or 13. So it's like, okay, I thought Poliwag, he probably won't learn a water move until he's like around 10 maybe. Nope. He starts with bubble. Let's run. We don't really need to gain another level or we'll be getting too close to level 9 for the first gym. Okay. Blah 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 blah. All right, let's get going. Thanks for healing me. Professor Elm, he's in trouble. Ooh. We don't really need to battle anymore. We've got to see. Normally, I would just be beating down everything that I ran into right now, and my guy would be like level friggin' 12 by the time I got to Violet City or 13. But we got to keep him low, 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 low. And I don't know if I like that about Nuzlocke. Like, okay, now my guy's gonna be weaker, and I'm gonna have to rely on a whole team. It makes it challenging, but it makes it less like Pokemon in some way. I feel like it takes away some of the ease of it, which I guess I'm doing a challenge mode. So if I wanted to play it easy, I could just not do a Nuzlocke and quit bitching. Oh, heal me, mommy. Okay. All right, we'll take speed off. We'll take off the speed up now because it's a bit ridiculous, but I like how the police get that bit of information and never even try to think about catching him or anything ever again. Okay. All right, so this is my encounter for this route. Hopefully a rage, which is lower than scratch on the first turn. Nice. Hopefully he doesn't hit me. Okay, good. That's actually good. So rage stays low powered because he didn't actually attack me. Turn that down. And come on, Pokeball, 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 man. I don't even like or want to use Hoo Hoo at all. I actually wanted Rattata for this route, but it's my fault for playing at night. So, you know. He's good for when we get fly. We don't have to try to just get somebody just for that. So I like to call this guy. That's what I named him on my last run. Cool. And we're off. I don't know if that really makes more sense to go that way, but in my brain it did. Let's see what our Route 46 encounter will be. Hopefully a Geodude. This is one of the good places to catch him. Nice. Level 2. If we finish the game with him, it's going to be a long journey. From level 2 to potentially beating red. Be sick. Okay. Ooh, his attack is so low. It does 1 HP. Nice. All right. And we continue. Okay, Poliwag, let's go. Oh, made that mistake before. I was just telling y'all about it, and then I almost getting it did again like a fucking idiot. And he literally can only use bubble. It's not like you can get lucky. It's like, nah, you know. Uh, Rage. Yes. Let's go. Nice. Spiral. Do I need to go heal? Probably not, right? No. No, no. Cool. Snap a berry off this guy. Sweet. Another one here. This is the other spot I was talking about, guys, where you can get one every day. Right here, and then the one right on the other side of town, you know, on the earlier route. Okay. How long have I been going? I might end it off here because this seems like an arbitrary spot, but this is where there's more strategies involved. We're right at 30 minutes. I think I am going to end it off, and this will just be the starter stream. Then next time, because it is kind of late, next time I'll come back. We'll battle our first little bit of trainers. We'll get a few more encounters, and we'll face the gym. That'll be an exciting second stream and really kick it off in the right direction. So I'll see y'all back here soon, probably tomorrow at some point. And yeah, maybe we'll get these consecutive days going through these Nuzlocks and see what we can do and build up a little community here. If people like seeing Nuzlocks, and yeah, we'll see what's up. Till next time, LG from Weather Smoke Gaming. I'll see y'all soon. I'm out.